It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Flushed out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
On play action. Love to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Going back to Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Dobbins. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6. And it's 3rd down.
What are you doing? Way to blow it.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
And 10 at the 34-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. try to throw here. Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
That's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Following the interception, Love being chased out left. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Love now to pass on first down. Flush to his right. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
It's Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
What are you doing?
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Mayfield to throw it. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Dalvin's going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the...
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 2nd down, Love. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Love. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Love. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Love from the gun. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Again, it's Love. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go.
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year 1. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And that's his 2nd touchdown run of this game. And this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
On the return, Tremon Smith.
Tremon Smith on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Shaq Lawson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Derwin James on the coverage.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Second down and 3. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Baker going to keep this himself. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Mayfield now from the 50. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Mayfield. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Bills.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 25 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Here's Smith to return it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Bills 31, Browns nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Smith to return it. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 93 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Le'Veon Bell, a standout running back in this league for so long. And now even with the age getting up there, he's still a threat to break off a big run.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, He's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Move the ball.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They'll go again with Dobbins. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 29 yards. And the Bills 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Dobbins. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Another run here with Dobbins. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, he's to the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Love looking to throw it. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jack Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Love now on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On first down, Dobbins, and he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 26 yards. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Love. Campbell making the catch. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
32-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Love. Catch made here by Campbell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun. Love. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Love. And his throw is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Going back to Love. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Check 43. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
The 7-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase.
That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Bell. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, it's Bell.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
The Bills are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
Browns 7.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.
Thank you.